Okay, it's my turn to talk to Jill Tupper, life and wellness expert. And Jill, we're rounding out our Simplify Our Stuff series. We are tackling the brain.
We are, the most challenging part of all. And most of the time it feels like this.
On a daily basis. I think the whole Better Casey crew can attest to that.
Well, I think everyone can, because we feel like we're wired all over the place. They get crossed. We don't have a way of really centering in. So, how many thoughts do you think we have in a day?
Oh my gosh. Thousands?
I mean, yes, it is thousands.
No, I don't know how many thousands.
60,000 thoughts in a day.
I can see that.
60,000 thoughts. So of those 60,000, what percent do you think are repetitive?
Ooh, oh my goodness. For me, personally, I bet 60 or 70% of them are repetitive.
You're really close. 85%
really?
are repetitive. And of that, the majority of those are negative. So this is what's going on in our minds. I mean, there's just clutter, crumpled, but it's the same thought that you're saying to yourself over and over and over. And then we want to know why we can't change. We want to know why we're stuck, because we may be going to the gym, working out, but that brain is telling us something else that's not positive. You're fat, you're slow, you're sluggish, whatever that negative message is. And it actually does the reverse and counteracts and sabotages the forward movement that we're trying to make.
Exactly. And you know, you hear all the time, like in sports or elite athletes, that so much of it is mental.
Totally. Completely. They envision themselves actually going through it. They really set their intention, and they train their brain as much as they train their muscles.
And that's really the key, training our brain. So expand on that for me.
It is really vital. Well, what we have to do is, one, recognize that this is what's going on. Okay?
That it's already a mess.
It's already a mess. But when we release that and let go of that, get clear on what is really true for you. That's vital, because what we do is we negate. So right now I put 3 words on these stones. Now when I teach meditation, we talk about dropping kind of a pebble down and filling it into a cool small pond, but that's the pebble of clarity. So I brought the stones to kind of represent a sense of being clear and strong and solid. So strong is one word that you can reflect on. I am strong.
Centered.
I am centered. And I am joy.
Yeah.
That seems to work for me right now, because I love to be happy, and I'm grateful. So when we can go back and retouch base with the truth, then we've got to let go of the other, but this is a practice. If you continue to say, oh, I'm so weak, and here I am, and
you have to train your brain to do the
train your brain to stay on that track. All right? So when you let yourself get off the track, then you're in trouble. So it's pretty normal. You're going to get off track. You're going to get pulled back into old thinking. You very simply say, thanks, I've been there. I know what that feels like.
But no thanks.
But no thanks. Now, if you haven't reflected on it, that's one thing, but that's not the issue with anyone that I've really worked with. We've reflected on it and reflected on it and reflected on it again. So we've learned what it is we need to know, but the brain tends to want to go back to what it knows out of a safety mechanism. So if you can begin to recognize, okay, your brain's trying to keep you safe, even if it's not good, because the unknown creates some level of fear. But you go for it anyway, because you're strong, you're centered,
and you're happy. You're
happy. You've got joy.
Okay.
So focus is vital. Don't overcomplicate this. You've really got this. Just practice it consistently.
Great advice, great tips. I think now each one of the hosts has been through you. We ought to be a whole new crew in a month. I think.
Practice, practice, practice.
Right. Okay. Jill, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dave.